welcome back. So first off, look at my little baby, my poor Tiva. She had to get spayed and she had some complications with her surgery. So she was in this cone for about a month, but this is her afterwards. She didn't know how to act. She was so surprised, so in shock. But anyways, that's why I've been so occupied taking care of her and just working, hustling. But now things are back to normal. I finally had enough time to focus on my home. I've lived here for a year, but there was just some things that I wanted to do that I put aside for the longest. I definitely had to fix that closet. So I had a lot of clothes with not a lot of shelf spacing. So you'll see later, but I ordered this dresser. I ordered two of these dressers from Amazon, and I'm just a girl that has no patience. So obviously I'm going to put something together by myself. And all of these pieces I think took me about 2 hours by myself, and they were actually pretty easy. This is probably the simplest thing I've ever put together. It was a six drawer dresser. They were like smaller dressers, but I really only needed them for like my pajamas, my sleeping and workout clothes, which doesn't really take up a lot of space. But that did help with condensing my closet so that I can actually hang up more of my other clothes. Yes, so after I built this one, I had a whole other dresser to put together, and I think it took me total maybe 4 hours. But I was hungry at this point. I was so over this. I had so much to do with my closet, but I wanted to go grab a quick bite to eat with my friend real quick. We just went down the street to the bar, got some food and drinks, and then I went right back home and got to this closet. I left the clothes on my bed on purpose because if I put it away and tucked it away, I would have left it. But if I left it somewhere where I need to get, I'm gonna deal with it. But yeah, so that honestly took me the longest. As you can see, there's not a lot of shelving, and if I were to put more folded clothes right there, then I wouldn't have space to hang up my clothes. So that was like the biggest thing that set me back with organizing my closet. My last closet was a lot more storage and accessible. You'll see when I pan over, the back wall of this closet is tucked away and just really tight. So I try to put all of my winter clothes in there. And then my guest bedroom has a closet, but then that has all of my coats and jackets when I used to live in Tennessee. I don't know. I need to give it away because there's just so many. I will do that, but first thing on the agenda is getting this closet together. So I put all of my folded clothes, PJs, things like that in the dressers, and then I'm gonna move these pants over and then have all this hanging space, and then we'll get to the bottom. We'll do that another day. Y'all, I am season 4 of The Residence. Okay, I'm about to cook dinner. So for dinner, I am just gonna be making something I've been craving. This is something that we ate all the time growing up. I come from a Vietnamese household, and I definitely try to recreate these recipes because I watch my mom cook all the time. And I guess this is called like gak hall. The most popular version is like tik call, which is mostly with either beef bones, pork bones. But this I'm gonna be using chicken wings and drumsticks. A lot of the times they'll cut it up, the little riblets or whatever it's called for chicken, but they'll usually cut it up. But this is what I had, and that's what we're gonna be doing. So it's kind of like a braised chicken and rice. essentially. So I'll cook down the chicken that I marinated. I basically marinated it in oyster sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. I think I put some Tony's in there. I don't know. You don't really need a lot, just because the actual sauce that is going to be braised in is what it's going to be tasting like the most. So because it doesn't really have to be crispy, I just seared it. I just kind of placed all the chicken down in there. Okay, it's gonna be cooking for a while, so I'm not really worried about it being overcrowded in the pot. This is a one pot dish. Besides the eggs that I'm gonna be boiling in the other side, I'm gonna boil some soft boiled eggs to have, and then I'm gonna put it in the braise as well to marinate in the sauce. So this is kind of a popular dish in home cooking in Vietnamese culture, but it's my favorite. I grew up with this. We used to fight over the eggs all the time. And once I get a good 15-20 minute cook on this, then I'll start adding in all of the liquid, so then it can start boiling and braising and cooking down for about another 30 minutes. Honestly, I left it in there while I showered. You can never go wrong with chicken, like cooking down braised chicken. It doesn't really overcook like that, to me personally, in my experience. So yeah, now you'll see me boiling my eggs. I think I boiled it for 7 to 10 minutes. Which is a little bit over soft boil, but it's okay, because for this dish it doesn't really have to be soft boiled. Then I just put the rest of the marinade to kind of help with the sauce. The Coco Rico, game changer. Okay, instead of using chicken broth or whatever broth or water, Coco Rico has a sweetness to it, and I don't even like Coco Rico, but in this dish my mom just always used it and it just did something. It just tasted right. When I tried to make this the first time, something was off because I used, I think, just regular chicken broth. But this Coco Rico, the sweetness kind of cuts the saltiness and the savoriness of like the fish sauce and the soy sauce. And then I did add a little bit of brown sugar to kind of thicken it a little, and crushed red pepper flakes to add some spice. I love spicy food, but I didn't get a chance to go to the Asian market to get Thai chili peppers. That's what I really would have rather used. But if you do try to use Thai chili peppers, it's kind of hit or miss depending on your market if it's super spicy or not, so use that carefully. And then I had these potatoes that I just needed to use before they just rotted in my cabinet. So I cut up maybe about four or five small medium-sized potatoes and let that cook down with the broth as well. Again, that was probably for 25-30 minutes that it cooked down in. And then it just soaks up all of that juice that you want. I love this dish because you can add the braise, the sauce, over your rice, and it just combines so well. So once everything came to a little bit of a boil, you can turn it down to like a medium heat and then cover it and just let it do its thing. My eggs were almost finished, so once I did peel the eggs, I put that in the pot as well and just mixed everything around a little bit, get all the juices periodically. So I guess you can say I'm a little chef or something, because this was bomb. Okay, I ate this for like 3 days, meal prepped it, brought it to work. I wish I had some type of vegetable, like some Chinese broccoli or cabbage. I don't know, cabbage would have went hard with this, but you know, I did what I did with what I had in my fridge. It's such an easy meal, one pot, super easy and delicious. So, my allergies are kicking in right now, so that's why I sound like this. I promise. I don't know if I'm sick or not, honestly. I can't even tell you, but I know I need to get out. I could not sleep, and I was gonna just wake up super early, but since I couldn't sleep, I was like, might as well just go to the beach early. I really wanted to go see the sunrise, so once I realized I couldn't sleep, I'm like, you know what? It's been a minute since I've seen the sunrise, especially on the beach. So I should get there. I think it says 5:26. The sunrise is 5:50, 5:52. So it'll give me time to spare to like take my time, park, find a nice little spot, and it won't be too hot. I think it'll be around the 70s earlier, and I'll be able to like watch the sunrise, relax, not sweat my ass off, get a little tan, just listen to the ocean, and yeah, just bring in the day pretty good. And then I'm gonna head home before the crowd hits, because yeah, July 4th on the beach, it's pretty hectic. Jesus Christ. I just walked. My feet hurt. So after this morning, I definitely sounded terrible. So I went home and made the Asian version of chicken noodle soup and just really relaxed over the next few days. My couch ended up getting delivered that same week, and my boyfriend ended up coming and helping me with a few things. The entertainment system that I got was definitely flawed. The manufacturer messed up the measurements, so I ended up just getting a refund and decided just to not get another one. But this is the finished look. So the rest of the week I ended up having just some girl time. My friend is getting married, so we went to dress shopping, we went to brunch, we just really hung out, ate some good food. And on the weekends there's a market downtown, so we went and walked that. My other friend wanted to get a plant. It was really nice just to see all the different vendors and small businesses. We definitely love like flea markets, thrift stores, things like that. So all in all, it was a really good weekend. This was a tipsy ice cream bar. So they had alcoholic ice cream. Obviously it wasn't enough to get you drunk, but it was definitely really, really good. And I had such a great time. This has just been an update on my life. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.